Picture this. You're sitting down to watch a live poetry performance. The first poet takes the stage, and as they begin to read, they're accompanied by a live jazz band. If this sounds intriguing, well, you're in luck. International Jazz Poetry Month returns to Pittsburgh on May 2nd. The festival features more than 50 artists, including local jazz icons and poets from Algeria, Cuba, Sudan, and Ukraine. Tickets to watch online or in person at City of Asylum's home on the north side are free. Get yours at cityofasylum.org before they're gone.
Today on CityCast Pittsburgh, you can tell the weather has turned because the CityCast inbox has been flooded with events and festivals to keep us busy all summer long. Best pizza, best mac and cheese, Greek food, beer, strawberries, even coffee and cake. I will be honest, it's all way too much for one show. So today, producer Sophia Lowe and I are chatting through a bunch of early season food fests to put on your calendar in May and June. It's Thursday, May 9th. I'm Megan Harris, and here's what Pittsburgh's talking about. Okay, Sophia, kick us off. What is the best thing you have eaten this week?
I have two things, and one is from Veg Fair, obviously.
I'm so jealous I didn't get to go.
Oh, no. Well, there was this one thing I loved, and I'm hoping they're at Veg Fest in August.
I will not miss.
Yes.
I'm going to hit Veg Fest.
Well, keep an eye out for this super yummy chocolate chip donut from Monster Baby Donuts. It has like blue vanilla frosting, crushed Oreos. It was gluten-free and vegan. And then I'm devastated because when I got home and looked it up, I realized they're based in Columbus. So
I was about to say I'd never heard that name before. Okay, you found an Ohio love.
I did. So again, fingers crossed they are here in the summer. So I will also throw out a local rec that is much easier to visit, Cold Friends Kitchen. It's the food truck at Vellum Fermentation. And I had the Jelly Belly burger. It's got, classic patty, but it's also topped with pork belly, apricot jam, peanut butter, and candied peanuts.
Whoa.
I did not know I needed candied peanuts on a burger, but the sweetness and crunch is life-changing.
We went in entirely different culinary directions this weekend, but I'm excited about that burger. That sounds great. I finally got to try Bet Fisk last weekend. It was good. It was so good. My favorite thing by far was the cheese and rice dumpling in this ramp and mushroom broth.
Ramp season!
I know. But like the presentation is also kind of epic. Like it comes out as this like one huge pale orb in this bright green sauce, but the taste and the texture are just unlike anything that I have had before. If this interests you, though, you have to get in there soon because they said they change their menu once a month or so. And since market season is kicking off, I suspect the chef, Nick Forsberg, is going to have a lot more stuff to play with soon. So get in there quick.
Yes, that's a really good tip. I will have to check that out soon myself. But, with farmers market season coming up, everything's going to be good no matter when you go.
Yeah, and we've had some recent shows that speak to that too. If you're a little nervous about farmers markets, we've got all your best tips and tricks in a recent episode. We also talked to Chef Nick for a food show last year. Mm-hmm. You may have seen it in your feeds again in March when they were opening. It was their big opening day. But it's just cool that they brought life back to another little corner in your neighborhood in Bloomfield.
Yes, that's always super exciting. A lot of businesses have closed, but it's also really cool to see so many more popping up in their places.
Yeah. So on to today. One thing that I am looking forward to as we head into the summer is all of the food festivals that are happening around Pittsburgh. And we're going to talk about some of the, early season ones, I guess, this time.
Yes, there are so many food festivals here. Last year, I was just walking around the city and I kept having to stop by places to grab dinner or a snack. Did not realize how many there are in Pittsburgh.
There are so many to keep track of. And we are very lucky here to have Francesca DeBecco leading all of our events coverage on our website.
Absolutely.
So keep your eyes there. That's pittsburgh.citycast.fm. But a lot of these require a ticket. So we wanted to make sure that you had all the info you needed to be able to go well in advance. And some of these are kicking off actually this month. So, Sophia, what should folks get on their calendar ASAP?
So there is a coffee and cake crawl in Lawrenceville coming up.
Oh, that is exactly
this
you.
weekend. Yes, it is so me. It's going to be on May 11th. We're going to be at Open Streets in the morning, but maybe I'll head to Lawrenceville in the afternoon because this coffee and cake crawl is happening from noon to 4.
Lots of options for coffee and pastries here. I'm just pulling it up. Okay, so to give y'all a little tease, there's Grim Wizard Coffee, Eek Creature Coffee, made by Marla May, and then the Brown Bear Bread Company. Oh my gosh, they have the best English muffins I think I've ever had in my life. So this is all happening at Hop Farm Brewing, and there's going to be plants for sale from Greenhouse Co-op. Sophia, I know you've been eyeing this one. Anything there that looks especially yummy to you?
I just learned about Eek Creature Coffee. They have theme blends that are horror inspired and like obviously creatures, so mummies and werewolf and stuff.
Wait, Sophia, are you a Halloween all year round person?
Not really, but I love creatures.
Well, let's talk about some full meals people can grab. What's on your radar?
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church's Greek Food Festival. This year, it's starting on May 12th and goes until the 18th. So that's at the church in Oakland. There's also music there. It's super fun. I went for the first time last year.
I love it too, but parking there gives me so much anxiety.
Yeah, there's a lot of people and also Oakland's busy.
Oakland's so busy. This festival has been going on here in the city for ages. I think I'm reading over 60 years. So it's definitely one to check out. There are grandmas making food. Everything's going to be delicious. Sophia, I feel like you've actually been more recently than me. Are there, I don't know, any suggestions for somebody maybe going for the first time? Or I guess like me, who hasn't stopped in a while?
Yeah, the line for food gets pretty long. I think it's totally worth waiting for. But you can actually order food in advance. I don't know if this was true before. Yeah, they have a website. I did this last year. It's super easy to run into the basement, pick the food up, and you can still eat there, enjoy the good vibes.
That's such a Pittsburgh phrase. Place your order in advance, run into the basement, grab your food.
And pre-order is actually available now, so you can check out the menu at stnextfood.org. There's a few dishes that are available on specific dates, so if there's something you really want to eat, I think definitely check out that website in advance.
Yeah, I am such a sucker for like real legit. I don't know if I'm going to say it right. Moussaka and spanakopita. I think they're so good when they're made fresh and like. What about you?
I really love Greek meatballs, and also they have grape leaves, $2 for 4 of them, which I think is an absolute steal. And looking at the menu, it's so hard to decide what desserts to get. There's so many.
I don't think you can ever go wrong with baklava, but some of these cookies look really fab too. Well, if any of y'all also struggle with food decisions, we have another one for you. You may have a tough time at the Mac and Cheese Festival on May 18th. It's in the Strip District at Three Crossings, and there are going to be more than 30 types of mac and cheese to sample.
Whoa, so much cheesy goodness. Thankfully, I think I'd be okay there. We did a mac and cheese roundup on the pod, so if you're struggling to find a mac and cheese that's right for you, I definitely recommend checking that out, and you can narrow down some of your options. You can find that episode and all of our other food shows and recommendations on our website, and that's pittsburgh.citycast.fm.
Sophia, I feel like we have to redo that mac and cheese episode now that you're with us. This is maybe a little bit of a spoiler from that episode, but I actually don't have a favorite mac and cheese in Pittsburgh.
Really?
I love trying new ones. I love them. And taking people's suggestions. I don't know. So maybe this festival would be a good one for me too. But I am seeing you do need to buy a ticket in advance.
Yeah, the Eventbrite also says that they expect to sell out. So there's different ticket tiers, like a general admission ticket that comes with 10 food tickets for mac and cheese samples. There's also like a VIP option that gives you early entrance to the festival. My pro tip is that if it's something you really care about, splurging for the VIP option is really worth it because you get that extra hour with fewer people. I haven't done this for a food festival, but I think, Megan, you've done this for holiday markets and you really loved it.
I love it. And we people so much during the week, you and I, that sometimes I need just a little fewer people in my weekend activities. So I've loved it for market experiences. It does depend on the price, though. I think I am a Pittsburgher in that way at this point. Like, if it's cost prohibitive, maybe I can tolerate more people. I don't know. I am seeing cocktails, whiskeys, wines. Sounds like they're going to have a lot there to help you soak up all those carbs and cheese.
Okay, well, I'm sort of allergic to wine, so maybe more the cocktails for me, and I'm lactose
Aren't
intolerant.
you also, yeah, I was about to say, aren't you lactose intolerant? Like mac and cheese is already a little tough for you.
Yeah, but you can bring a lactate and fix that easy peasy.
Do you like to dance? Look at beautiful art, eat gourmet snacks, people watch? Well, mark your calendars for Friday, June 7th for one of my favorite parties in Pittsburgh. It's Mattress Factory's 25th garden party. The theme this year is Make Believe, and it's all to celebrate and support the creatives in our community. There's going to be live music, an open bar, an art auction, and probably my favorite, the costume contest. Trust me, I will be judging yins, and so will everyone else there. Be playful, be imaginative, explore your magical realm because this is a theme party. You want to come dressed to impress. You must be 21 and up to attend, and rest assured, every dollar raised goes directly towards supporting the museum, its art, its education, and all of its community outreach initiatives. Get your tickets now to the 25th Mattress Factory Garden Party. They are in our show notes and online at mattress.org.
Mom deserves the best, and there's no better place to shop for Mother's Day than Whole Foods Market. They're your destination for unbeatable savings, from premium gifts to show-stopping flowers and irresistible desserts. Start by saving 33% with Prime on all body care and candles. Then get a 15-stem bunch of tulips for just $9.99 each with Prime. Round out Mom's menu with festive rosé, irresistible berry chantilly cake, and more special treats. Come celebrate Mother's Day at Whole Foods Market.
So one more food festival for May. I have my eye on the Strawberry Festival. That's at Shadyside Presbyterian Church. It's going to be on the last day of the month, the 31st, and that's from 5:30 to 8 p.m. I'm really excited for this because I think everything's going to taste really great because strawberry season is coming at the end of May.
Oh, I don't think I realized that. I really want to take my youngin' to pick strawberries. I feel like it's going to be like a really great, messy time. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm so excited to go berry picking. I'm going to make so much jam and I want to roast strawberries with salt and pepper and put some balsamic and basil on it. I've done this before. It's a really yummy, savory fruit dish thing.
Okay, I have never actually made jam in my life. I've made a lot of sauces, so we're going to have to compare notes. You're going to have to teach me. I really want to know how to do this. So what else are they going to have other than, I assume, lots and lots of berry treats?
Yes, they will have berry treats, but also games, music, balloon sculptures. So another thing to take your kid for. The proceeds from this festival go to Sojourner House, which gives mothers and families housing and provides support for addiction recovery.
They're really cool.
Yeah, besides just showing up, another great way to support this is by signing up to bring baked goods or volunteering at the event itself. And you can find those signups on the church's website.
Okay, so that is a whole lot going on for the month of May. Let's look ahead just a teeny bit more, a couple weeks into June. June 8th is the Beers of the Burg Festival at the Carey Furnaces. I just love that venue. It's so epic. It's another place where you get to sample. So there's going to be over 50 breweries, it says, that are going to be represented there. And then if you're not a beer drinker, there's also going to be stuff like cider and seltzer.
Oh, cool. As I've discovered, I do not hate all beers, but I really like cider more.
That's the CityCast effect. Sophia's been trying more stuff, and it turns out does not hate all the beers, just most of the beers.
So is this a festival that I would want to get tickets for in advance or just show up?
This looks like definitely buy in advance. They are available online now. Gosh, there's all different tiers of tickets. One that even includes a tour of the furnaces, which if you've never done it before, that is a great addition. You will need to pay for parking if you're planning to drive, but there's a ticket for designated drivers that gives you free parking if you want to bring maybe a non-drinking friend. And then there's a free shuttle too that you can grab from the Hampton Inn at the waterfront, and then waterfront parking is also free. So if you're willing to invest a little time, you can get around all of the parking fees entirely.
I love free parking. That's great. And, it's super nice that they're making sure people are staying safe when there's lots of alcohol flowing. There's also a festival the next day, June 9th, that you showed me. And
I did. I found actually, Francesca found a reel on Instagram, and I was like, immediate send to Sophia.
Okay, good. I'm glad this is just getting passed down.
Yeah.
But this is Pizza Fest, and there's an exclamation mark in the name. That's not just me being excited about pizza.
We knew you'd like that one. So Pizza Fest is going to be at Grist House in Millvale. It's a personal favorite of mine. There are 2 time slots for it. So you can go from 2 to 4 p.m. or the other one is from 5 to 7 p.m. And if you want to be there for both chunks of time, just plan ahead because you do need 2 tickets.
But way more pizza.
Possibly, yeah. You can go to the first wave, have all you want, maybe go for a nice walk or something, run an errand or 2, and then come back.
So there's going to be 7 different pizza places to try a slice from, and the ticket also includes a drink from Grist House. The event description also says there's, quote, pizza acrobatics, which sounds intriguing. I think this is fancy tricks with the dough.
I think it could be a variety of things. There's a nice list of attendees on their website. Maybe worth noting, too, that a few of these names just attended the World Pizza Expo in Vegas a few months back. Some of them competed, some placed, some judged. So, yeah, it stands to reason that the folks who were there maybe took home some inspo. Sophia, you have made the CityCast team. We're very lucky at focaccia pizza before. But I wonder, have you ever actually made a regular pizza? Like just a regular round one with a flat crust?
No, I mean, I've bought dough for it, but never from scratch the same way I've done it with focaccia pizza. So it sounds like I should go check this out.
Oh my God, look at you qualifying it. For most of us, buying dough and doing at-home toppings is like making the pizza, quote unquote.
Well, I made the focaccia dough. So yeah.
No, I love it. Before we go, I know we mentioned one Greek food festival up at the top of the show, but if you can't make it in May, it looks like there's another Greek food event in June. So that'll be from the 11th to the 14th. This is the Holy Cross Greek Food Festival in Mount Lebanon. So fewer details about this one right now, but you can keep an eye on their website for the schedule of events, and it says eventually a menu.
Ooh, I'll be looking at that menu. And there's a bunch more Greek food festivals that we didn't mention. And if you really want to check them out, there's a guide to Pittsburgh Greek food festivals on Visit Pittsburgh's page. And again, some of those dates are still TBD, but I'm sure that's going to get updated as more places release those details.
I swear, since I moved to Pittsburgh, summertime feels like Greek food sometimes. It's great. I love the variety that comes out in the summer here. So there are still plenty of food festivals that are going to run the rest of the summer. No, we did not mention Picklesburg. Catch that on a future.
We know it's happening.
We know it's happening. We promise. We'll do that one on another food show in the future.
Yeah, and before we talk about where to find a CityCaster this weekend, I also want to plug our current membership promo again. I think folks who tune into the food show regularly are going to like this. If you sign up for our membership program through the end of the day tomorrow, that's May 10th, you'll be entered to win a personalized full-day food itinerary designed by me.
It's a fun bonus item. Anytime I'm craving anything, I don't know, specific or new, usually Sophia, sometimes Francesca, y'all are always able to recommend something. It is such a great resource to have that internally in the team.
Yes, I steal tips from Francesca all the time. She's the one who turned me into such a big fan of Commonplace. And of course, signing up for membership also gives you perks like ad-free listening and members-only updates. And you'll be supporting local journalism. We appreciate it so much.
Truly. So you can find out more and sign up at membership.citycast.fm/Pittsburgh. So Sophia, take us into the weekend. What fun activities will you be doing?
I'll be at Open Streets. So will you.
Yes, that's true. Like we mentioned at the top, Open Streets, that's through Bike Pittsburgh. It's going to be May 11th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This month's route goes from Market Square through the Armstrong Tunnel, across the 10th Street Bridge, and down East Carson Street. We are going to be on East Carson, somewhere between South 19th and South 21st Street. So catch us all the way down there at the end. And we'll be hanging out. Please come say hi.
Yes, street names don't click for me, so look around Smoke and Joe's Saloon, Churn. I think the Western Union's also around there. I know we're a couple blocks off Delaney's, and that's one of my favorite coffee places in the city. So if you show up and show us that you're a pod and or a newsletter subscriber, we'll give you...
Or you sign up right then.
Yes. We'll give you a CityCast sticker. It's bright and yellow. It has the skyline on it. Super cute.
And besides saying hi to us and taking over the road, any other ways that you would recommend folks maybe enjoy their city this weekend?
Yeah, so Troy Hill is doing its second annual yard sale on the 11th as well. So that's running from 9 to 4. So you can go before or after Open Streets. It's at Troy Hill Citizens Park. There's vintage and handmade items, art, food and drinks, DJs. And then there's another music event on my radar for Sunday. It's Disco Sunday Disco. That's at Trace. That's from 3 to 9 p.m., which is great because you can tuck into bed and be ready on Monday to take on the week. I went last time and it was super fun. If you want to get food from the food truck, definitely stop by earlier because they ran out by like 6 p.m.
Oh, no. Well, my Sunday is going to be focused on Mother's Day. I'm going to pick up some nice treats and celebrate with the caretakers in my life. So if that is also your journey, I hope you have a wonderful day. That's all for today here on CityCast Pittsburgh. If you liked anything we talked about, you need more details, you want to learn more, make sure you check out our website. It's at pittsburgh.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Talk to you soon. What do you do for a living? Document things.
I chitter chatter for a living.
You also document things. You can take pictures.